Rutherford's model of an atom. Rutherford's alpha scattering experiment. The credit for the discovery of the nucleus of an atom goes to a British physicist, Lord Ernest Rutherford. Shown here is the thin gold foil experiment conducted by Lord Rutherford. The radioactive source of alpha particles was kept in a lead block with a narrow opening. The alpha particles were confined into a narrow beam by passing them through a lead sheet with a slit. An extremely thin coil of gold was bombarded with these fast-moving alpha particles. The scattered alpha particles were detected using rotatable detector, which has a microscope and a screen coated with zinc sulfide. The whole experiment setup was placed in an evacuated chamber to prevent scattering by the air molecules. These striking particles caused scintillations on the screen. Based on the observations, Lord Rutherford deduced these conclusions. As most of the alpha particles pass through the gold foil without any deflection, most of the space within the atoms is empty. As some of the alpha particles were deflected by large angles, Rutherford looked at Coulomb's law for an explanation. Repulsive repulsion between two particles with the same charge increases as the distance decreases. Thus, it is concluded that the positively charged alpha particles must have approached some positively charged region responsible for the deflection. This positively charged region is called the nucleus. Consider a head-on collision. As the alpha particle approaches the nucleus, the force acting on it rapidly goes larger, causing the alpha particle to slow down, stop, and then accelerate back, deflecting it by 180 degrees. Now, consider an alpha particle on a path which would take it just past the nucleus. As the nucleus carries positive charge, the electrostatic force grows rapidly as alpha particle comes closer to the nucleus. Since alpha particle is not on a direct head-on collision, the force exerted by a nucleus affects not only the speed but also its direction. As very few alpha particles experience the deflection, it was concluded that the volume occupied by the nucleus is very small. Closer the alpha particle to the nucleus, greater was the deflection. He found it to be very small. Thus, the positively charged particle at this center had a radius no larger than 3 × 10 raised to -14 meters, while the atom itself is gigantic with radius 1 × 10 raised to -10 meters. Since alpha particles, which are comparatively denser, were deflected by the nucleus, it shows that the complete mass of the atom must be within the nucleus. On the basis of this result, Rutherford proposed the structure of the atom as a solar system. The tiny heavy nucleus, the Sun, is orbited by lighter electrons, the planets. The force of attraction between the electron and the nucleus prevent the electron from flying away into space, and the spiral motion of electron around the nucleus balances this force. Thus, this model represents a significant step in identification of an atom. Flaws in Rutherford's model. Classical physics theory predicts that an accelerated charge will produce electromagnetic radiation, a form of energy. An electron moving in a circle at a constant speed is an accelerating charge. If it is continuously radiating some energy, it is obviously losing that energy. This should cause it to drop towards the nucleus, while it will rotate more frequently, thus increasing the frequency of the radiation. But this kind of increasing frequency is never observed. Eventually, the electron should lose so much energy and it will spiral into the nucleus. But in reality, most atoms are very stable.